Hey YouTube, what's up? It's FTF Melloo Here, and I'm gonna bring you another quick Call of Duty gameplay. This is some Black Ops 2 gameplay. Sorry I haven't been uploading Ghosts, I'm not gonna bore you with the details. All I gotta say is I hate the shit out of that game. But other than that, let's just get into this game. Well, not even really game. I'm gonna be talking to you guys about a new series I'm thinking about starting. I really don't know the name, but I really want to do some stuff like real life type of series where I just tell you stories about what's going on with me. Because I actually just got done telling Spencer like maybe a couple days ago about how I went to this college and all this stuff happened and everything. And I got really into it and I was cursing and he was laughing at me. He says, "You should really turn this into a video." And I was like, that's actually a good idea because I'm always having problems coming up with video ideas. He was like, you can start a new series where you can just talk about life experiences and stuff that's going on. Because I'm always bitching to him about my problems and shit that happens because it's just crazy. And he was like, I'm like, yeah, that's a good idea. But in this video here, I'm going to be talking to you about my college experience I had last weekend and how crazy it was and what went down when I went there to go basically meet this lady that's going to help me start applying for the school because I'm already very late and everything. I just decided actually what I want to do and everything. So I'm really, and she's going to help me start all this stuff. And I met her. She's really nice until you'll hear in this story. But let's hop right into it. So it was a Saturday morning. I'll tell you, I'm just going to start from the beginning, guys. It was a Saturday morning. I woke up. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go see this college. I'm ready. I want to get all this stuff done. All my teachers are saying, you got to do it now. You got to do it now. So I'm like, yeah, we're going to go. Me, my mom, my dad. We get there. We roll up. About to walk in. We walk in there waiting for this lady. We finally see her. She says, good morning, blah, blah, blah. And all this type of shit. So finally, we're sitting with her. We're talking about some financial aid stuff. And she's like, but before we actually get in more detail about it, she's like, you ready for your placement test? I'm like, wait, what? A placement test on a Saturday? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, can we postpone to another day when I'm actually all together? Like right now, I'm just here to listen, not really like take a test. I'm tired out of my mind. And she's like, no, you gotta take a test. Just get it over with. I'm like, I'm really not in the mood. And she's like, you gotta do it. And I'm like, oh, whatever. So, she gets this test for me. She takes me where I gotta take it. She opens up the book. She's like, you got this amount of time. Take your time. Try to get it done and everything. So I open up the book. And what do you fucking know? It's an 80 question test. And there's a whole bunch of words I hardly even know how to pronounce, let alone can I even spell them. And of course, the thing I have to do with these fucking words is figure out the spelling of them. So I'm like, okay. The first word is like trigonometry. God knows what the fuck it was. I truthfully don't know. I don't want to fucking know. And I'm just like, know what? It's Saturday. I don't give a fuck. I can retake it. Circle, 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 and all this shit. And she walks in. She's like, how you doing? I said, all right. Yep, good, good. And she looks over my shoulder. She's like, you know, you don't even have the first five right. I'm like, yep, I know. It's a Saturday. What do you want me to do? And she just gives me a dirty look, walks out. So, and then I get into this math part of the test, and I'm like, oh, great. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I'm awful at math. I can't do math unless I have a calculator. I'm awful. I can't do anything that has to do with math without a calculator. But yeah, so I'm like, oh, of course, okay. So I start writing down random numbers and all this type of crap. I'm like, I don't even care. This is such a like. I was so pissed that I even had to take this test. So I finally give it back to her, and she's like, you know, you failed everything on this test. I'm like, yeah, I know. She's like, did you even try? I said, nope. It's a Saturday. And she's like, do you even really want to go to college? I said, yes, but I really don't want to take this test. So I'm really not a cocky person. I was just really frustrated that they didn't even tell me that I had to take a test on Saturday, so I couldn't prepare and actually eat my Wheaties, as people would say, and be awake for a test. So I was in a bad mood. So I'm like, no, I don't care. I'll read. She's like, well, I'll be nice to you. You can retake it next time you come for your interview. I'm like, wait, an interview? She's like, yeah, you have an interview next week you have to do with me. And I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, what, you don't do that either? I'm like, no, I'll do it. I'll come. So this lady already hates my guts. So she starts asking me questions about financial aid and stuff. My mom and dad are sitting there talking. And she's like, are you going to talk to me? And I was like, no, I'm really just listening. I don't know much about what you guys are talking about in detail. And she's like, well, you should start talking to me and getting interested, like you're actually going to come here. I'm like, listen, lady, I'm trying my best here. You're really grinding my fucking gears. And then my mom and my dad basically kicked my ass and told me to leave. So that was my college experience, basically. I'm going back next week, and I'm gonna try to make a better impression. But other than that, that's what happened with my college stuff. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you loved it and you want to come back, please sub. And if you just want to watch the video again, please favorite it. Thank you guys, and have a nice day. Peace.